Hi, I'm Mike Edwards. The company is Home Improvement Doctor Limited and we're part of the DIY Doctor Group. And we're doing a tool review today on a chainsaw, a Mountfield MC3616. I don't know why they give these things such catchy names. The MC3616. It's available on Screwfix. DIY Doctor ordinarily builds houses. So every time we have to demonstrate something like this, you'll see from a number of videos, we come down to Orchardleigh Golf Club in Frome in Somerset. We get hold of Dave Roberts, the head greenkeeper, and we say, Dave, can you test this for us and see what it's like? And before we do that, before we test it, there's a couple of things I want to mention about using a chainsaw. You can buy a chainsaw from almost anywhere. As I said, this one comes from Screwfix, but you can buy them off the shelf, you can buy them mail order or whatever, but very rarely do they tell you anything about the safety aspects of using a chainsaw. And when you're going to use one, it's very, very important you're wearing the right kit. These are very dangerous pieces of equipment. Dave's got chainsaw boots on, chainsaw trousers, gloves, ear defenders and a chainsaw visor and hat. It's so important. Chainsaws, you don't get any chances with them. They don't just cut you, they rip you to pieces. So be very, very careful. This particular chainsaw, I've learned a lot since I've been talking to Dave. This particular chainsaw has got a 16-inch bar. This is called a bar, and obviously it's the chain that goes around it. So this has got a 16-inch bar and chain. Dave was telling me that because it says on the guard 14 inches and 16 inches. I don't know if the cameraman can get a close-up of that. It's possible to get a 14-inch chain and a 14-inch bar for this saw. And a lot of chainsaw users, regular chainsaw users, will reduce the length of the bar and chain to get a more powerful cut. So the longer, quite clearly, the longer the chain has to go, the longer it has to travel, the less powerful it is. So if your chainsaw gives you the option of having a shorter bar, you will get a more powerful cut. So that's something I've learned today. The other thing is that my little bugbear, you'll see it on a lot of videos, when you buy something like this from any DIY store, Screwfix, anywhere else, you just get the unit. You get the bar, you get the chain, and you get the motor. What you don't get is any chainsaw oil, or in this case any two-stroke oil. This is a petrol machine. You don't get any two-stroke oil, and quite clearly you don't get any petrol, but you have to go and buy that. So what I've done, I've spoken to the manufacturers of these various pieces of equipment that don't come with any chainsaw oil or two-stroke oil, and I've also spoken to Screwfix, and we're hoping that they will start providing oil with the tools themselves. But in the meantime, I've had to write this down because I can't remember these numbers, but if you want to buy this, you're going to need some chainsaw oil, and if you buy it from Screwfix, the product number is 27933. That's chainsaw oil. And if you're going to buy some two-stroke oil, which we'll talk about in a moment, the product code is 75207. It's also a good idea to make sure you get the right mix, to mix your two-stroke oil with your petrol in a two-stroke mixing bottle. And if you want one of those, they're not very much money at all. The product code is 46908. So we've spoken to the manufacturers. Hopefully soon they'll start sending that stuff out with the tools, but for the minute you've got to buy it yourself. So you're forewarned. So two-stroke oil, Dave, that mixes with the petrol. I'm not a mechanic by any stretch of the imagination,
yeah, that's
but
correct.
Do you want to explain what happens there with the two-stroke stuff?
Well, once you mix your two-stroke oil, you've got two separate fill points here.
Yeah.
One with a little petrol plus oil sign next to it.
Okay.
Obviously that fills up for your two-stroke mix.
Yeah.
This next one here, you fill up with your chain oil.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Your chain oil is used to obviously lubricate the chain and the bar.
And the two-stroke oil, the oil goes in the petrol so it lubricates the engine as the engine works.
That's correct.
Okay, fine. So that mix has got to be precise then.
Yeah.
So a mixing bottle. Do you use a mixing bottle?
We do, yeah.
Because I think this one actually does come with a mixing bottle, doesn't it?
Not this one.
Oh no, it's the yeah. Okay, so there you go. I mean, this doesn't come with any of the stuff other than the equipment itself. It doesn't come with any of the bits that you need to get it going. What's this cap on the top then?
This cap on the top just allows easy access to your air filter underneath.
Right.
Cleaning.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
On this side of the machine, you've got prime and button.
Yeah.
Push 3 times on first start. A choke, which just pulls in and out.
Yeah. So you can get to work in the morning.
So you can get to work in the morning, that's correct. That just pulls straight out and clicks into place. and then once you've pulled a couple of times and you hear it fire,
Yeah.
click the trigger, that pushes the choke back in,
Okay.
and then pull. And
All
away
right,
you go.
brilliant. Okay, well look, if you want to get kitted up and start cutting a bit of timber,
Yeah.
we'll have a chat about how well it performed and any safety features and stuff after that, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
I'll get out of the way and let you get on with it.
All right then.
Wow. That shot through there.
Yeah,
That's a bit quicker than a handsaw, isn't it?
definitely, yeah.
So, how did you? It sounded really. I mean, you know, you get this vision when you watch movies of people using chainsaws and things, and I mean, it just sounded really, really powerful. What's it like?
It was okay. It did seem to pause and struggle a little bit, but
Right.
I mean that could just be because it's a brand new bar, brand
Yeah.
new chain, you know, brand new engine.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it seemed to go through there fairly simply, really.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
It seemed pretty effortless. And safety-wise, how does it feel using it? Does it feel?
It feels very safe. I mean, you'll notice when I started, I just checked the chain guard,
Yeah.
the kickback. I mean, before you use a chainsaw, it's always worth you knowing that to check your safety devices.
Oh, I
That's
see.
why
Yeah.
Before using it, you see me pushing it forward,
Okay.
checking that the chain stopped completely,
Okay.
just in case of a kickback.
Right. So if the saw kicks back,
Yeah. it
then
comes
that goes
towards
against
you,
your hand. That opens that and it stops the blade.
clicks it, and it
That's
stops.
clever. Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
But no, yeah, it's nice, comfortable weight. You know, plenty powerful enough with this.
So I mean, if you did buy the 14-inch bar and blade to go with this, that would probably be even more powerful.
Yeah, because like you said earlier, because you got less distance for the blade to travel, then obviously you're getting more cuts
More
of
power.
the teeth
More power.
per
Okay.
rotation. So
All right.
yeah,
So, verdict all in all, then, is it a home improver tool, or is it something that you'd be happy to come out? Because obviously on a golf course, there are dead trees every now and again, and they've got to be cut up and they've got to be moved. Is it something you'd be happy to use in your business, or is it just a home improver tool?
I think it's perfectly capable of doing the work that we do with saws.
Right.
But
Okay.
you know, we tend to stick to other saws purely because of parts.
Yeah.
And the likes in that sense. So.
Okay. So yeah, if you're under a contract, you've got to complete it, but you'd be quite
Exactly.
happy to use that.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Yeah.
Good quality Oregon bar and chain.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same stuff, same bar and chain that we use on our saws.
Oh, right.
It's just a
That's
power
fine.
unit that's obviously different. So
So that's the Mountfield MC3616. If it's recommended by the professionals, it's recommended by Home Improvement Doctor.
Oh,